Welcome to our executive interview series at the 2025 Zero Trust Summit here at the Spy Museum, presented by CyberScoop. I'm Wyatt Cash, and we're here with Dr. Wanda Jones-Heath, Principal Cyber Advisor for the Department of the Air Force. Dr. Jones-Heath, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely, Wyatt.
Let me start by asking, from your perspective, what are the biggest technical challenges that the Department of Air Force faces in trying to really meet the zero trust environment objectives?
First of all, this is a long journey. 2027 is right about here. When it comes to zero trust implementation, it takes a lot of manpower, it takes a lot of investment. And it's not the only thing that the Department of Air Force is working on. So when the complexities of the technical solutions that you have to deal with, other modernization efforts are competing for technical talent, technical architecture, design, all of that. And so from a technical standpoint, it's complex, and we have to recognize that a change or implementation in one direction could impact something else we're doing. So part of my role is to make sure that I'm able to connect the dots, able to advise senior leadership where we have gaps, and then try to figure out how do we reconcile when there's an issue. Sustaining a legacy system versus starting over, we don't have that luxury, right? And so we have to be able to organize and equip and train while also building a new environment. And it takes time, takes investment, it takes lessons learned. We may not get it right the first time, and that's okay because this is a journey. We have to take the lessons that we have and apply them, figure out what works. And then you think about whether it's in an IT environment, it's in a weapons system environment, operational technology, all those technical attributes and solutions have to work together. How do we do that? And so we're on the journey, we're moving, we have a long way to go, but I feel like that we are making a lot of progress.
Terrific. And then kind of a parallel question. What are the biggest operational challenges that the department is facing in trying to really establish and maintain a zero trust environment?
So when you think about operational, it is about the warfighter. What can we do to make sure that we provide an environment that is safe, that they can access the data anytime, anywhere? That's huge, right? So how do we think about the operational mission versus the need to modernize and to change our environment? It starts with culture, right? The users of the environment have a big play into this. How are we facilitating conversations with our users, ensuring that they understand that the environment is going to be different? What if they're out there doing a mission and they can't connect because of the security policies we have in place? And so we have to think about our education and training, not just on our technical side, but the user, making sure that their equipment, user devices are following the policies. We don't want them to go out on a mission and figure out they can't connect. Things like that. How are we facilitating those type of conversations? And then investments. When we go to investment reviews in the corporate structure, if the cyber and IT people are the only ones that are asking or requesting funds, then we are already behind on our investment strategies. And so we need our operators to understand what we need, how it helps them do their mission, and then bring it all together and get that support. And so making sure that our solutions, I talked about earlier on the panel that we've had multiple vendors as part of our solution pack. So how is the compatibility from an operations standpoint? Can we sustain multiple solutions throughout our enterprise? And so from an operational perspective, we have to keep that in mind. The user, the operational warfighter are key components of what we have to do in the future.
Some great points. Well, Dr. Jones-Heath, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to join us here at the Cybersecurity Summit.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Terrific.